afternoon. Thank you so much for being here today. Wow. If you build it, they will come. Have we heard that somewhere?
Yes.
Today is the day, as Simon has said, and every speaker before me has said, 19 speakers in a week and a half that could not have happened without the leadership and the vision of our friend Simon Conway. So please thank him. All right, so let me hear from you today. Have you heard enough? Is enough yet?
Yes.
Have you had enough?
Yes.
Are you ready to see Planned Parenthood fully defunded? And criminal investigations launched in every single one of their 700 plus locations? 15 of those locations are located here in Iowa alone. This morning, I guess it's a little afternoon now, this afternoon I have many people here that I'd like to thank on your behalf. Thank you to Governor Branstad for his leadership in launching the audit process here in Iowa.
Yes.
Thank you to Lieutenant Governor Reynolds for agreeing to vigilantly watch over that audit process.
Yes.
Thank you to Senator Charles Grassley, who could not be here today because in true form he's in the middle of his full Grassley, and as a true gentleman he did not want to say no to the people he had already committed to today, or else he'd be here with us today. But we want to thank him publicly because he immediately, when the first video surfaced, he demanded answers and a whole long list of answers from Planned Parenthood CEO Cecile Richards.
Yes.
He's also demanding answers from the U.S. Attorney General Loretta Lynch.
Yeah.
And he's also demanding answers from not just the sellers of the baby parts, but he's demanding answers from those that are buying the baby parts. We thank Senator Joni Ernst, who's been in there, it seems like 20 minutes, right? And she's already shaking up the U.S. Senate. We thank her for her bipartisan support that she received going after information from Secretary Burwell with the United States Health and Human Services. We thank her for her leadership in the United States Senator leading the charge on defunding Planned Parenthood, and not only just defunding Planned Parenthood, but rightfully so stripping them of $500 million a year of our dollars, and not only just stripping them, but letting that money go into true community health centers that offer services, everything except abortion. And I think I know that abortion is not health care.
No. No. No way.
While we fell a few more votes short this time, we were closer than we were last time to defund Planned Parenthood, and we will get it done the next time, and if not the next time, you better believe it's going to happen in very short order. Because as we've seen here today, pro-life and pro-choice alike, those that have never thought about the issue one way or the other, those that are Christians, that are atheists, that are of every faith walk, are here today with us to stand up and say, enough is enough.
That's right.
I also want to thank every single speaker who spoke before me this morning, and the countless leaders who have stood up across this state and across this country, and those that will stand up in the very near future for their leadership in demanding that Planned Parenthood be defunded and fully investigated.
Yes.
And it's happening both on the national and the state levels. This is our harvest moment. Those of us that have been in this work for decades, for years, for months, this is one of those moments the harvest that we have been working for.
Right.
And we stand united, shoulder to shoulder. And I would, last but absolutely not least, I want to thank every single one of you for being here today. I want to thank you for taking a stand here at this rally and in your lives. I thank you for saying enough is enough. Planned Parenthood is not an organization to be trusted with our daughters, our granddaughters, our sisters, or our friends. United, and here's what I need you to do. It's awesome. I love coming to rallies, but it's one day, and we need this rally cry to go home with you. And here's what, I had a whole list of action steps that I was going to ask you to do today. You can find that list on our website, Iowa Right to Life. I'm going to ask you to do one thing today. I'm going to ask you to stand, as we've heard from Governor Branstad, Lieutenant Governor Reynolds. I'm going to ask you, bright and early Monday morning, call, email, write a letter. Let Attorney General Tom Miller hear enough is enough. Even if Planned Parenthood CEOs and employees are your closest friends, you need to launch a full, unfettered, complete investigation into Planned Parenthood of the Heartland to make certain that this is not happening in any of our clinics. And we need to make sure that a wholly unregulated, 100% unregulated, is the abortion industry in Iowa. And I'll say this, if Planned Parenthood had nothing to hide, they should say thank you, Attorney General Tom Miller, welcome in, we'll show you that we're not doing this. Who can say for certain that our precious unborn babies are not being harvested for parts here in Iowa? We know that the medical director for Planned Parenthood of the Heartland, Jill Meadows in Iowa City, dismembers our unborn babies alive. This is not my opinion. This was her testimony before the U.S. Supreme Court in Carhart versus Gonzalez. She remains the Planned Parenthood medical director, and she remains in Iowa City, also training our University of Iowa medical students. So today, I again ask you to do at least this one thing. Call, write, tell Tom Miller the time to investigate Planned Parenthood of the Heartland is now. Finally, yes, there is a finally. Finally, thank you for standing up for the countless unborn babies and their mothers who are at risk, physically and emotionally, every time they seek help at Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood must stop all harvesting and trafficking of unborn babies. Keep the truth-telling pressure up. We are all on the side of truth, and truth, no matter how long and how difficult the journey, truth always wins. I would encourage those that have not had a chance as we leave here, when Simon closes us up in a few moments, we have a small booth over here at the top of the stairs. We've got the Stop the War on Babies t-shirts that are available for purchase. We have a petition that we're, again, united together to defund and investigate Planned Parenthood immediately. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for making history with us today. May thousands of lives be spared because we stood together and said enough is enough. Thank you.